What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're doing a full face of affordable makeup today. So everything I am putting on my skin for you today is under $30. Remember, I am from Canada, so prices may vary, but all of these are really great products. I think they're fantastic options if you're looking for something a little more cost effective. So let's jump right in. My skincare is on. Remember, I do have combination skin. I have enlarged pores, oily T-zone, and my skin is kind of freaking out a little bit right now. I have been testing out a bunch of new products, and yeah, maybe my skin's just not liking me. So we have a little covering up to do, but this is me in my natural beauty. So no beauty filter on, no nothing. We're just gonna cover this on up. Okay, so we're just gonna start with a classic. We're gonna go in with the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and I have the shade. What is this? Medium Glow. I actually really like this. I don't use it all the time. I do get a little nervous about putting kind of glowier products in my T-zone, but this one just works really well for me, and it's a really nice base. And especially we're going to be using a more matte foundation today. So when I use something a bit more matte, sometimes I do decide to go with a bit of a glowier base. Just really brightens things up. Okay, so that's shade medium. I don't know if anyone's, this has been swatched a million times over, but just for those of you interested, this is medium on my skin. Oh, look at that glow. Oh, that woke me up already. I've already been to and from hockey this morning, and it's only like 10:30, so we've already been put through the ringer a little bit. Okay, for you know what? Before I go in with foundation, I'm going to highlight a new product. So most of this stuff is from the drugstore, but there is one brand that I have picked up from Sephora that I'm showcasing today that is super affordable, and it's Morphe. If you don't live in Canada, maybe you can get this at the drugstore, but it's not available at my local drugstore. And this is one of their newer products. This is their WakeUp Artist Under Eye Correcting Concealer, and I got the shade 01 in Blossom. They have like actual concealer shades as well that are new that launched, but I don't really need any more concealers right now, so I thought I would give this a try because it's $17. The Kosas one I think is 43 Canadian, so a lot cheaper. This is what it looks like. I don't love how large this doe foot applicator is, especially because I just want it right in the corner of my eye, and I find like it's a little too cumbersome. And this color, I'll just swatch it for you here. That's Blossom. The other option was that like the second shade up, which is a bit more peachy. I kind of wish I maybe tried that one, but we didn't. We went with the pink one, and it's fine. It is definitely brightening. It feels nice and hydrating. I don't really have anything negative to say. I don't mind bright under eyes. Sometimes I need the help, but sometimes I don't want it like too accentuated or like too bright. I kind of just want to, you know, not have it stand out. Oh, I look tired today. Look at my eyes. I had a late night last night. I was out with some friends for, it's actually my best friend's birthday. My sister stayed after, and we had some drinks and watched Love is Blind. We hadn't watched the weddings yet of this newest season, so we did that. And then we were up very early for hockey, so I need this today. Okay, so that's a very light layer of the Morphe Blossom. Okay, I could go in a bit heavier, but I don't know if I want to. I am looking like I want just like a little bit more on like the outer edge of my eye. So we do put a concealer on over top of this. This is just a corrector. So if you want just a corrector, like I kind of have a hard time justifying like spending almost $50 on a corrector and then a concealer. That's a lot of money. So for 17 bucks, I don't mind that. That works for me. So, okay, we're looking brighter for sure, but not too heavy. Yeah, and this blends in really well. I wouldn't say it's like super creamy, but it's not dry either. It's just a very good in-between consistency, I would say. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute, and we're going to go in with our foundation. I have two drugstore products today. I don't know which one I'm going to put on yet. This one, the L'Oreal True Match. It's the super blendable foundation, and I have the shade 3W. This is one of those foundations that when I put it on my skin, it kind of like made me gasp. I know that sounds dramatic, but I love the way this applies. It's so lightweight. and serumy, but as soon as I put it on my skin, it instantly blurred and gave me great coverage and made my skin look impeccable. I really, really like this. Like, don't sleep on this stuff. And then I do have the newer Maybelline foundation. So this is the Lumi Matte 30 Hour Foundation, and I have the shade 128. I like this as well. I'll swatch both of them for you. They are both, the 128 and this Maybelline one is a really good shade match for me. This is that. So again, it's got a bit more of that warmer undertone, which I do have. And then the L'Oreal one in 3W, it's a little deep for me right now. I make it work. You'll see it's just a little deeper than the Maybelline. I mean, maybe we'll put on the Maybelline one just because it is newer, and just let you see how that wears. The Lumi matte, it's definitely more on the matte side. The Lumi is like a generous interpretation for me, but maybe it's just like a little less matte than some other true matte foundations. So we're just gonna work this in and get this on. I like to pat on first and then go in. It's a really good shade match for me. It's hard to find a good shade match at drugstores, right? Like, you can't go in and like swatch either. You're kind of just hoping and relying on TikTok to or YouTube to help you. So hopefully I can do that and show you this shade. I was having a good skin week and then something happened. So I've been testing out a lot of new stuff. So that's probably my skin saying, chill out, girl. Chill the F out. Okay. That's all I'm going to put on. See, it just gives like a really nice, even coverage. Covers great, and it does stay on really, really well. Performs similar to some of my more expensive foundations, so great option if you can find your color. And again, this is shade 128. Okay, I'm going to jump in with bronzer and blush now. This e.l.f. Sorry, I had to yell at the kids. Okay, these bronzing drops from e.l.f. This is the color Rose Gold. This is one of those finds and one of those things that if I were to lose this, I would repurchase it. Similar to like some of my more expensive products. I love this product. It is kind of hard to squeeze the product out, and I know there's lots in there. So it comes out a little thicker. Again, this is the rose gold shade. It really translates to a beautiful bronze on my skin. I really, really like this. Is it rose gold? I think it's a little bit more like just like a warm gold, but it just is beautiful. And I love this stuff. So I'm just gonna, again, I can't, it's so hard to squeeze out. That's my only gripe. Okay, so it comes out again thicker. It's not really like serumy, it's a little more like a cream. I'm just gonna take, what brush do I want? Let's just take this fluffy brush, this F4. I'm gonna just prime it on the brush and we're just gonna like give me a really nice wash of color. And I kind of am gonna like tap this on as opposed to rub it. Oh, I just love the tone. Why? I have hair everywhere. Okay. It's just like a really pretty tone of bronzer on my skin type. Oh, I just love it. Hair, go away. There we go. Holy, okay. I hope it's translating on camera as beautifully as it's looking in my mirror. I love this stuff. So just use a brush, pat it on. You can mix it in your foundation. You can mix it in your moisturizer. You can do so many things with it, and it's just a stunning color. I've not tried the other shades. There's a whole bunch of other shades, but I this stuff rocks. It is a bit more glowy, so it's not a true matte if you're looking for bronzing drops that are matte, but it is beautiful. Love, love, love. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so that's the bronzing drops on my skin. I think we will go in with a little bit of blush. Again, you guys, we gotta go e.l.f. It's so good. This is the color, what's it called? Dusty Rose. I called this Dusty Rose for a long time. I love this color. I highlighted it in one of my first drugstore haul videos on here. Just a beautiful pinky peach. Works so good. So let's just get this on. And I'm just gonna use a light hand with this. It's very pigmented. I just want like a tiny, tiny, tiny wash of color. So I'm really priming it in the brush. And we're just gonna tap, 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 tap. That's it. I just want a little peach. And then we'll use the other side of the F4 that I just used for the bronzer just to like diffuse it a bit so it's very subtle. Perfect. That's all I want. I just want like a little hint of peach. And that was barely anything. So with this stuff, because it is quite pigmented, just use a little bit on the back of your hand, really prime it into a brush and just like, work it in and then just lightly tap it and blend it out after. Okay, we're gonna go in with some concealer, and this is a great drugstore option. It is the Bear With Me Serum Concealer from NYX, and this is the shade Beige. I first bought this when was it? 2021, like 4 years ago. And this is the shade Beige. It's a true serum concealer, and when I first bought this, I used it as a concealer. I also would sheer it out and use it like all over my face for like a no makeup day, almost like a foundation. It is very versatile. It's very creamy. It is not like more matte, so if you're looking for that, this isn't it. But really, really great option. You do like it's like a squirt pump. So I usually put it on the back of my hand and use a concealer brush. We'll just lightly tap over. Oh, this is a little too much. We're just gonna lightly tap over that corrector we did. Go down the side of my nose a little bit, where I usually get more red. Just a very light hand, but this is a great natural concealer. Oh, wow, my skin's looking so much better than it was 10 minutes ago. Oh, we are waking up. Great. Okay, that looks so much better. This color is like maybe a tad light for me. I could go maybe a tad darker, but we make it work. Looks okay. Really brightened and woke me up. We are liking how my complexion is looking, right? It's good. It's good. Okay. Ooh, okay. Before we continue with setting our face, I have to go back to Morphe because they released some new powders. They are their Cloudlight Soft Glow Veil powder. They are very similar, and I think they're trying to be a dupe for maybe the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. I have 3 shades. I have Dawn, I have Sunrise, and then I got the deepest shade, Sunset, for a bronzer. If you can take away anything from this video, this is a stunning bronzer. It gives you a soft, focused, like not matte but not shimmery, just like an airbrushed bronze to the skin. It looks so stunning. This is so great. It's $21 Canadian. You can't even get that at the drugstore. Like, this is another one that I was going to talk about today, the L'Oreal Infallible bronzer. It is like $5 more expensive than this Morphe one, and I think I like this better. This is a beautiful matte bronzer if you're wanting something matte, but love this. And this is kind of like that ready bronze that I really like. I'll swatch both of them for you after, but these are beautiful. I'll swatch them quickly for you now. So this is the lightest one. This is vanilla or Dawn and it's vanilla with balancing pink. These are very finely milled. They do have like an like kind of like that candlelit glow to them. I don't know if this will even show up. I'll try and like not blend it in. So that's Dawn. Okay. Then this is Sunrise, which is beige with balancing yellow. Okay, so definitely you can tell this is more that beige with yellow. Okay, and then my favorite Sunset, which is Cocoa with balancing orange. This is the deepest one. So the only one I don't have is the middle, like the other dark one, but this is the darkest. And you can kind of see if I move my hand, like there is that like glow to them, but it's not shimmery. And if you use a light hand with this, like it does just kind of give you that glow from within look without being oily looking or shimmery looking. These are supposed to be, I think, finishing powders, which are supposed to go on after you set your makeup, like after everything is done. What I have been using with them, so I'll just go in with it now. This lightest color Dawn has been working really well on my under eyes. So I just use like a really little fluffy brush in this lightest color Dawn, and I just like go right close to my under eye because it is such a finely milled powder, but it has that luminosity. So it just really wakes up and brightens the under eye and sets it without looking chalky. Like so pretty. Right? Can you tell? So it brightened it, it woke it up, but it's not powdery and cakey looking. I really, really like this one. This one is nice too, the sunrise. I'll maybe put it on the end. Again, I use just a light hand and kind of put it all over. So we'll do that maybe at the very end. But what we'll do first is we will set my face with this Morphe one. So we're going to set all of our cream products. I'm just going to use a fluffy brush, pat off the excess, and we're just going to like stamp all over the perimeter of my face. And this isn't like my tried and true thing. I use bronzer. I don't even use like powdered blush necessarily, but I use powdered bronzer at the end of every routine. Perfect. I am warmed up. It gave me like a little bit of extra warmth, but set everything in place. It's so pretty. I do not have perfect skin, but this just sits so well and looks stunning. We're going to finish off with some eyes, and we're going to keep the look fairly simple before we move on to lips. For eyebrows, where's my NYX eyebrow? I don't even know where that is. Well, I love the NYX Microfine Brow Pencil, but today we're just going to go in with something simple. We're going to go in with the e.l.f. Wow Tinted Brown Gel, and I have it in, I think it's like natural brown. What is this? Neutral brown. This is good. It's not, I wouldn't say it's perfect for like holding my brows in place because mine go rogue and want to like point down to the ground. Gravity likes to take hold of them. We need to get them laminated, I think. But tint wise, it's great to just, it was like $7 or something. This is my bad brow, guys. So I'm not gonna have perfect brows in this video, but everyday life, I don't necessarily always have perfect brows. Sometimes I fill them in. Sometimes I just do this and we make it work. That's everyday life, right? All right, just a little definition. Just helps frame my face a bit. $7, and it's great. It is good. If you have really rogue brows, though, rogue brows. If you have, yeah, that's what I meant to say. Why did that sound funny? If your brows are rogue, you may need a little something else. Okay. All right. For eyes, I'm just gonna go in with one that's like, it's okay. This is the CoverGirl Clean Eye Color in the shade Sunrise Beam. I've talked about this one before. It like is a beautiful color, but it does crease on my eyes a little bit. So we're gonna set it today with the Morphe just to see if it helps it stay in place a little bit more. The color is beautiful, and if you don't have oily lids, it's a great option. Just my lids are really oily, and not much works for them except like the more expensive eyeshadow sticks, especially the NARS one is like chef's kiss. So you put that on. Let's just like get a little bit. I went with the medium shade of the Morphe just to like powder them up. And then I'm going to go back in with the bronzer from Morphe. Go in my crease just to warm it up. Okay, little definition. Oh, pretty. Again, this bronzer, guys. Love it. Okay, let's finish off the eye look. I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. Lash Extender. I've talked about this in a bunch of videos. It's a great tubing mascara. It's $10. Stays on my eyelashes all day. Does not smudge. Does not give me raccoon eyes. Sometimes I get a little bit of flakiness. But all in all, great product. Okay, that is our mascara on. Okay, everything's looking good. I am happy with this. We are going to finish off with some lips. I'm going to start off by saying I bought this to talk about today. I really don't like it. It's beautiful as a stain, so you can put it on, and as it wears off, you are left with a stain, or you can purposely put it on and then wipe it off in 5 to 10 minutes and have a stain. The reason I don't like it is the consistency feels like a stain and a gloss combined in a not good way. Like the way this feels on my lips is not something that I am searching for or wanting, and therefore I don't think I would ever really grab this unless I want to put it on and wipe it off in 5 to 10 minutes for a stain. Otherwise, I just don't love the feeling on my lips, and I won't grab for it. But on to good lip products. I finally bought the Maybelline Lifter Liner that is all over the internet, and this is Line Leader. And I don't really have too many shades like this. It's a beautiful like mauvey pink. And this is fairly long wearing. I did wear it the other day and I forget what I did. But it did wear off. Like, I wouldn't say it's like bulletproof, but it's a pretty color. Very soft, easy to apply. Great drugstore option for a lip liner, I would say. Feels similar to like the Charlotte Tilbury or the Makeup by Mario, like feeling wise. Oh, is it just me? But like all the people that like I wore this all day and look, I still have it on my lips. That like never happens to me. So am I just doing something wrong? No. Okay, so just like a really nice pinky hue. And then I'm gonna go simple. I'm gonna go with the Revlon. What are these called again? They're the new lip shines in the color O2 Pink Flip. So this is essentially a more expensive lip balm. I think it is like being compared to like YSL. This color O2 Pink Flip, when I put it on my bare lips, it barely gives a baby pink hue to my lips. Like it's subtle. It's there, but it's very, very subtle. But all in all, if you're looking for a lip balm that has a bit more of a tint to it, that has a great like vanilla-ish smell, that gives you a little bit of color, this is very nice. It does feel similar to the YSL like lipsticks for a fraction of the cost. And it just, oh, it looks really good at this lip liner actually. And I actually grabbed for this. Oh, look, see, okay, that worked really well. You can see the pink that translated over top of this lip liner. That's pretty. I have not done this combo yet. Wow, I like that. So that was, again, the color Lifter Liner by in Line Leader and the O2 Pink Flip Revlon, like their lip shine. That is stunning. Okay. And this feels so nice on the lips. Like this is definitely, if you're not a big lip person, but you want a little bit of color and you want comfort, you want a good smell, you want your lips to feel nourished and you want them to look glossy and plump and delicious, can't go wrong. We're almost done. Let's just take our Morphe Glow Veil one more time and we're going to take a very fluffy brush and we're just going to set everything in place. We're just going to like pat it all over for a little bit of last minute glow. And there you have it. I look like luminous but not oily. I really, really like these Cloudlight Soft Glow Veils. If you want any swatching done in comparison with the ambient lighting one from Hourglass, I do have one shade. I have luminous light, so I could show you. When I swatched them together, the Hourglass one was like almost had a bit more of a chunkier glitter in it, at least the one I have, whereas this one was just like that glow, not like a glitter. All right, I'm happy with how my look is. And again, everything today was under $30. They're all great products. I can't speak highly enough about all of these. They're great affordable options, and I hope you enjoy how this look turned out. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it. If you did so, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button so I can keep bringing you content. I'm at over 2,000 subscribers, and I'm so blessed and honored, and I'm having so much fun with this short time that I've been on YouTube. I'm having a blast, and thank you to those of you who have come and tuned in and watched, and I hope to continue bringing a lot more videos to you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll check you all next time. Bye, guys.